Hey, what's up, friend? You are you interested in lack of skill? Yeah. Or maybe some suck. I'm just a new guy for the love of game. We gon' go, I know it's bad. Times have changed, but not my mad. Don't you know that games are my thing? Yeah, I know it's getting real late. Come on, look at me. I even do storytelling. Also podcasts on great game subjects. Okay, yeah, I'm not a Markiplier or a PewDiePie. But hey, that's what makes me so unique, right? 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 Well, hello everybody. It is I, NikoTheLegend. How are we all doing today? We can dance. Yeah, so it's me again. Yeah, that's right. I made a this isn't a comeback. This isn't like the third coming of Nico or anything like that. This is just me finally getting motivation to do this. I'm gonna get a little closer to the mic. Sorry about that. So if I talk too loud, I'm sorry. Brace for impact. So this is the NIKO Show. Yeah, I already asked you that. See, it's been so long. I don't even know how to. I don't know what I'm doing. I can't articulate. I can't do anything right now. I'm just literally living under my bed for the rest of my life, I guess. But yeah, the NIKO Show. I don't even know what episode we're on anymore. That's how long it's been. But I appreciate everybody who's watching, listening, whatever means you find your way here to this this empty void, this shapeless empty void that we call the NIKO Show, which I'm kind of losing. I'm getting out of touch with it so much that we are literally talking about nothing today, nothing of importance. It's actually kind of something I used to do on Twitch while streaming. I'll get to that in a second. So before we start, hi, my name is NikoTheLegend, and I smell bad, and I work as a personal trainer for a living. Who cares? But I'm here to just say hello, and thanks for stopping by. And yeah, you get a round of applause for making it this far. I think that's commendable. I think that's very commendable. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, this is the podcast. I just talk to you for however long I deem necessary. I've been doing this for a while on YouTube. Everything you want to know about me or get in touch, connected, it's all down in the links below. And if you don't want video format, you want to hear the audio version, it'll be on Spotify. So if you have Spotify, that's great. Or you can go on libsyn.com and find me there. Like I said, the links will be down below, and I appreciate it. So let's get on with I can't even call it the show anymore. This is more like a laughing matter. Yeah, just laugh it up. I got plenty of time. I can laugh it up. I can do it. So the reason I'm going to give you just a rundown on how the NIKO Show used to go, and I'm going to see how this new format goes. I don't even call it a format. Just this is just super casual. The show used to go, I do my stupid introduction, and then I do my shameless plugs, and then I'll talk about two unrelated things related to the main subject matter, which is like it could be news related, it could be really anything. It was always two of something or whatever. In our most recent episodes, I talked about my gaming life and all that, and progressing through the NIKO's gaming journey timeline. I don't care to do that anymore, as you can tell, because I never finished it. So if anybody's waiting for the finale for that, sorry, it ain't happening unless somehow there are people out there that give a shit. Otherwise, I'm just moving on. I was just bored. I wanted to do something a little different in case anybody cared about that type of gaming stuff. So the reason why I'm doing this talking about nothing today for this format is because, well, I'm just bored of having just regular subject matters, hot topics or things that's happening around the internet. I know that's going to do something for my channel and everything, because it'll maybe go in the search engine or what is it called? Geez, I can't even think of it. I can't even think of it right now. Um, whatever the news cycle is happening in the gaming verse or anywhere in the world. Uh, I don't care. I'm at that point where the NIKO Show isn't really doing anything for me. I just do it for fun. I don't get paid for it at all. So let's just keep it something that I do want to talk about. That I do want to make something out of it in terms of just what I'm talking about. If that makes sense. If it doesn't, whatever, just hang on and maybe we'll find some common ground here or something, or a pistol to the forehead. Just say, we've all been there, right? So this is actually what we're going to be doing today is literally talking about everything that comes to my mind, talking about nothing. And I used to do something like this on Twitch back in the day. I would just go on Twitch. It's a streaming platform. I would go on Twitch, just do exactly what I'm doing, and I would just literally talk about anything, which I would always I just call it talked about nothing, talking about nothing. So I might just name the episode that, and I might just do that for the remainder of time because I actually did find enjoyment in doing it. Unfortunately, we're not streaming this live because I have no motivation in doing that because I just don't care right now. I gotta kind of build up to streaming live, so this is just all pre-recorded stuff, spoilers. But I honestly don't think you guys really care about that, or else you'd let me know. But if you do want me to do a live, please let me know. Of course, when this is posted on YouTube, it will be live premiere, of course. Just the premiere, the posting itself, but yeah, this is all pre-recorded. So yeah, I would do the talking about nothing, and then people would get involved in the conversations, and I would just go throughout my day or something like that, and whatever comes to mind, I just spew nonsense. I just talk about anything or nothing at all. It's whatever this crazy mind will go through. So with that said, that is going to be our transition to really anything. Into what we're talking about today. Now, these episodes could go short, long, just depends how much I really care to talk about. It could end in 15 minutes. It could end 30, an hour. Hopefully nothing past that. I don't think it'll go past 2 hours. But if I ever do stream this live again and there's people getting involved with the topics and of discussion and all that, then yeah, I don't see why not. It would be fun to do. Get the crowd involved. I've done that plenty of times on the channel. Plenty of times. I think the only time, as of right now, if I do have any subjects to talk about, it's probably when I have special guests on the show. Trust me, anything to keep me motivated to doing the show is great. I would love to have, I don't think Carolyn, it's been so long since I've had Carolyn on the show to do co-hosting stuff. She's just too damn busy. I've been trying to find somebody else to be a co-host with me, which would be pretty fun. Someone who's got, I don't know, the same kind of energy to bounce off ideas and discussions and all that. Someone in person would be great. Someone right next to me, as crowded as it gets. Like when Carolyn and I were doing the show together, we were just like cooped up in like a box because we had to fit in front of the green screen and then just be pretty much like rubbing legs. Good thing we're really comfortable with each other. But she hasn't been on the show in a while, and that's just how it goes. Life, it just gets busy, and I completely understand that. So Carolyn, if you are listening to this or watching this, I miss you. And now, are you ready to talk about nothing? I think you're ready to talk about nothing. That was 8 minutes of an introduction. If I forget to mention anything along the way, which I don't think that's possible since this is literally talking about everything, well, I'll try to remember as best I can. So, are you ready? Yeah, I think you're ready. I think you're ready for this. Oh, so what are things going on in life that I could talk about? Well, I am planning on going on a trip to Japan, and I've been saving up for a plane ticket to go to there because that's actually the main obstacle is the plane ticket. The good thing is about Japan with money, if you're concerned about money, just know that your dollar is worth a third more over there. It's worth more than the yen, Japanese yen currency. So that's always good. but why? That's just a little side note there. So why do I want to go to Japan? Well, if you really want to know, I've always was fascinated with Japanese culture. I love their food. I love the architecture. I love their history. I just like their style, the theme. I love the entertainment aspect. I love their music, movies, games, anime, like you name it, manga. Yeah, that's pretty. It's just all the above. So if you've seen Japan and you thought it was cool looking and stuff because of this, and that, that's pretty much the reason why I want to go, because I want to experience it firsthand to where I can get more of a realistic approach to this to really cherry on top this shit pretty much. Um, so that's my goal. I'm saving up for a ticket, going with my buddy Casey. Probably in March or April. We plan on going out there for just 2 weeks. On this first week, it's going to be this hiking trail that I had a friend of mine that I work with, or that I know from the gym, that I see from time to time. She went there for 2 weeks, and what she did on this was exactly what I've been wanting to do when I go visit Japan. So, number one, the first week she went on this pilgrimage, this hiking expedition or trip called the Kamano Kodo Trail. It's a very popular, very famous trail in Japan to go. It stretches pretty far. So whatever I can traverse in a week is great. And then hopefully we get to a point where I can. The second week is going to Kyoto. Which would be great. I have to get finite details from her on how she did this. Like, okay, for example, from traveling, I can easily just say, "Oh, take the plane from where I need to go to this main airport, and then take it to LA, and then go to Tokyo." But I'm not trying to go to Tokyo. But if I have to get to the trail and then take some bus or something to get to Kyoto, I will. But when you think about it, how am I going to get back? So I want to know all those finite details before making any concrete plans. I've really just been waiting to see how the tax returns are going to go, and then kind of go from there. And then I got MegaCon this Saturday that I'm going to. Maybe by the time this is posted, I've probably already gone, and I'll probably do a video on that too, or a thing, or whatever, a podcast maybe. That could be something we talk about. But I digress. Yeah, that's my plan. I want to do that. I want to experience the city life and the country life. Because growing up, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you have done the same, you've seen many Japanese cultured movies or themes or something involving Japan in some shape or form, whether it be games, music, movies, whatever, you name it, art, doesn't matter. It has, as we have seen it, we have witnessed it in some type of shape or form. So I want to be a part of that in the flesh, pretty much, and I hope it's exciting. I plan on watching a lot of videos to know the lay of the land, to kind of do some research. Because listen, where I'm from, there's so many tourists here that come here as greenhorns and don't know what they're doing or how the society runs or how the culture is or any of that. They just go blindly in, which is not a bad idea, but it would be nice to know the laws, the lay of the land, and just know that I'm not wasting my time and money. Nowadays, it's so easy to do that compared to what it was before. Well, you'd have textbooks and maybe some brochures and shit. The newspapers, I don't know, libraries way back when, before the internet really existed. But now, I have no excuse. I just watched YouTube videos and I'm good to go. And I plan on learning some of the language. I know the basic bitch Japanese lingo and stuff, like saying hello, goodbye, thank you, so cute, kawaii. Everybody knows that, kawaii desu. Arigato, Mr. Roboto. That was terrible. Sorry, but the customary stuff to kind of survive through a conversation of just knowing how to order food or where going to the bathroom or the bus or that type of stuff. So there's gonna be plenty of videos and stuff that I can look up on that, which should be fun. It'd be exciting. And I plan on like literally bringing nothing on this trip. I know that sounds kind of ambitious, in a way, but I don't want really any strings attached. I'm not bringing, well, I'll bring my cell phone, of course, but I'm not going to be bringing, like a Game Boy or something, or my computer or any of that. Just a duffel bag with two outfits or something, shoes, as much as I can fit in this to the brim. And then that's all I'm taking. If I need to buy anything survival-esque there, well, I can buy it there. Hopefully at ease. Now, the thing is about Japan is that people in the city speak, majority of them speak English or basic English, but out in the country, there's nobody that speaks the language. Okay, so this is going to be some native speaking things going on. So like I said, I at least want to survive getting from point A to point B with communication skills. But here's the great thing. Nowadays, it's very easy to do, to use Google Translator to tell them what you want to do, and then they can speak in it so you can understand what they're saying. And I pray to the gods that they're polite about it and they can steer me in the right path. I hope this isn't some deliverance or wrong turn bullshit where I find some hippie, some hicks that try to eat me or something, or tell me to squeal like a piggy. I don't want any of that. I don't think it's going to happen, but this world, you just never know. You just want to be extra careful because I'm fresh meat out there. I'm a virgin of visiting Japan, so this ought to be fun. But yeah, the plane ticket's the main thing. But I can't wait to see all the different vistas, exploring the path at Kamanokoto. It's beautiful. Going to Kyoto, just one of the big cities of Japan. There's Tokyo, Edo, and Kyoto, and there could be other ones too. They're pretty big. But yeah, that is the plan, folks. No tea ceremony for me because that's too fucking expensive. But it's fine. You don't want to see me in a Komodo. You don't want to see me stripping my Komodo belt, taking it off, and lassoing some hot Japanese babe and getting put behind bars, and I won't know what to do at that point. Be a national incident. I don't fucking want that. You don't fucking want it either, okay? But that is the plan for Japan, and my God, the stories I'll definitely have. Maybe I'll find my future Japanese bride to be. That's something we can all strive for, right? Right? I think that's something I can live for. Come on, don't judge me. It's okay. I would love to have a Japanese lady at my side, just being super cool. I'll take her with me. She'd be like, "Oh, Nick, take me to America." I'm like, "All right, you got your green card?" No? Okay, well, we're gonna have to do this the long and boring way. Speaking of which, I'll definitely need to get a passport. I've never been outside of the country at all, just different states around the U.S. So a passport will definitely be on that to-do list. But it's gonna happen. I'm gonna make it happen, Captain. Definitely gonna get the plan set in motion after MegaCon, because after that, I just want to solely focus on that. When I go to MegaCon, it's a big event, so I'm kind of distracted by that right now. Just kind of in the back of my mind, but I plan on going full focus mode when that happen. So if anybody has been to Japan, let me know your experience down in the comments below, or just hit me up somewhere and let me know any pro tips about it or anything. Don't visit the suicide forest. I get it. But like I said, Japan's always been a place I've been wanting to go to. I hope that it lives up to the hype. I'm not like so overhyping something where it sounds like a AAA video game or a movie or something you like, and it just turns out to be a complete flop. I try not to do that for myself. I try to keep realistic expectations because, unlike a movie and video game, I'm going to be stuck out there if I don't enjoy it. Yeah, that's going to really suck. But knowing myself, I'm not hard to please. I'm a simple man with simple pleasures. I think I can handle it. I think I can handle some discomfort if that arises somehow. That's just how life is. It's not gonna be nothing's perfect. The trip won't be perfect, but I hope it's mostly perfect, where I just have a lot of good memories, more than the cons. More pros than cons. And it won't be alone. I got my buddy Casey, so this will be fun. It'll be a bro trip. Now, with that said, how are you guys doing? Is there anything you want to talk about? Oh, you can't talk to me because it's pre-recorded and I'm just an asshole? Yeah, I figured. That's what I get. Now, MegaCon, we might as well just talk about MegaCon. First time going to MegaCon. Honestly, this would be my second big... Hold on, my nose itches from all the cocaine I did earlier. Just kidding. From my second convention. The first convention I went to was Star Wars Celebration back in 2017, and that sucked really bad. Oh my god, hold on, sorry. That sucked really bad. Uh, because, well, first of all, Star Wars was, well, this is before the Last Jedi came out, so at the time, Star Wars wasn't completely poisoned. I know. Of course, you get the split audience that like the Force Awakens, and you got this other side that do like it. And I was one of those people that I actually enjoyed it for the most part, and I completely understand where everybody's critique comes for that movie when it was out at the time. I completely understand. Totally valid reasons, but I still found some value out of it. There were still some touching moments in it and stuff that I liked. Now that the other movies came out, it kind of made that just way worse than what it originally was that people saw it. It's just one giant poop package. But at that time, it was only that movie out, and then what was it? Star Wars Rebels was currently out, and I think it was like the last season or something. And that day when I went on a Saturday. It was like a 3-day event, 3 or 4 day, I don't remember. But I went on the day where nothing was happening, and you would think all the good stuff would happen on a Saturday and all the shitty stuff would happen on a Sunday. But lo and behold, man, my stupidity led me astray on this first time convention path. I'll never make that fucking mistake again. But yeah, there was really nothing happening. I didn't care about Dave Filoni talking about the Star Wars Rebels show. Even though I know who Dave Filoni is and I can respect the guy because he's like the closest thing we got to a George Lucas or whatever making Star Wars decent enough to digest, at least swallow. I had no idea who he was, and I didn't care for an animated show. I don't think like I said, even if I knew him back then, I wouldn't care for an animated show to learn a Q&A for that. I don't care. That's not what I was there for. But there was. And then there was another thing with C-3PO actor Anthony Daniels. I don't give a fuck about that guy. I don't really care for C-3PO. If it was maybe someone like Ian McDiarmid or Samuel L. Jackson, Liam Neeson, like the big ones or side characters that I do care about, maybe I would have gone or stuck around. But that was like way later, and I got there way too early. Well, let's just say I'll give you the short story. This convention, I only had enough of a retention span of 3 hours. And I went with my older brother, too. Him and I both went. I think I paid for his ticket or something. It was actually pretty cheap, believe it or not. It's like $30-something. It's good. Thank God. And then, driving to Orlando to the convention center was easy as pie. Straight as pretty straightforward as a drive as you can get. It's you take one big highway and then you get off on another big highway and you exit and then you're there pretty much. So why did I stay there for only 3 hours at the Star Wars Celebration? Because it was just so fucking boring. Like I said, there was no events happening. All the cool stuff happened on the Friday or Sunday. And I felt like I was just in this museum with price tags everywhere. I just felt out of place. It required you to spend money to enjoy. And like I said, these conventions are kind of like theme parks, and you want to go to the major things that you really care about. But there was nothing. The only thing I bought from there was a Death Star like a plushie that's still in my bed to this day. And it's a nice plushie. That was it. Everything else was so expensive. Considering, this is fucking Disney we're talking about. I didn't want to fucking do that. So anyway, it was a disappointing experience all around. I mean, they had cool like statues, props and stuff, and cosplayers were everywhere. Your typical nerd convention, right? All of the tropes were there, the cliches and the BO smell. That was all there. I thought I would never see a woman, a fat lady in a slave Leia outfit, but I did see that, and my eyes, it was very disturbing, and I hope to never see that again. That was actually one of the last things. Crazy fucking thing happened, though. In 2017, I saw one of my ex-girlfriends, and I don't even want to call her that. I call her the demon because she was a cold-hearted bitch. No joke. We all have been there before. It's that really, really shitty relationship, and that person, her name we should not speaketh of thy name. But I call her the demon. And I saw her there in passing. I saw her there. I thought to myself, I can't believe that I fucking ran into her, or walked past her, and she knew who I was. I know I could never forget a face. I may be okay with remembering names, but I will always remember a face. I have good photographic memory of people's faces, just not their names, because at my job I'm dealing with all kinds of fucking people left and right, and remembering names is probably the last on my list. That's just the innate reaction that I have. I've gotten better at it though. Hi Bob, I'm Bill. Fuck. Okay, so with that said, with my poor experience with this, has all a point to it. With that experience with my first convention, I'm hoping the second convention, I'm also going with Casey on this, because we're actually doing some research here. I'm actually making a comic book series with him. I won't tell you the name because I'm trying to keep that, on the lowdown. But just know that I'm making a comic book series, and this is the second convention. The first one we went to, Casey and I, to do some research and talking to artists and comic book creators and all that, trying to get the understanding of what it takes to make a comic book series, and getting some words of the wise from the wise counsel, right? Scouting, prospecting, whatever you want to call it, I don't care. So we did that with a smaller convention. Now we're doing it with this big fucking convention, and hoping we're gonna be there for a long period of time. We're gonna be there all day. We're gonna be there all fucking day. I'm telling you, it's gonna be an all day thing. So hopefully we come up with things to ask and meet new people, get connections and all that. It'd be fun. It's gonna be great. Plus, I'm hoping to, I do expect to spend some money at this comic convention. I'm gonna be finding most likely some cool shit, because it's not just comic books. It's all forms of media, movies, games, music, art. I mean, you fucking name it. I hope not to spend too much, but just enough to where I feel satisfied. I have to get something there. I don't want to go all the way, besides information, which, knowledge is power. I get it. I would like to have something physical for myself to take away from there. Like I said before about the Star Wars Celebration Convention, which I never went to another one after that because it was terrible. I at least bought something physical as a painful reminder, and it's also comfortable. Best of both worlds. It was that Death Star plushie. Will I get another plushie? Who knows? But I do tell people that if I see any attractive, hot girls that are cosplaying, I want to get pictures with them and pray that they don't charge. I'll make sure to not bathe or any of that and just have poop stains in my underwear. I think they'll like it. I think they'll be really into me, I think I got what it takes.
Uh-oh, retard alert. Retard alert, class.
I don't know how I've ever gotten laid before. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. I don't know. If anybody's listening, I apologize. Actually, I don't. I call you silly because you stuck around this long and you've been joked. You've been pranked. No, I'm just kidding. So the MegaCon adventure, I hope it pans out. I hope I might be seeing people I know there. This is a big deal. I've been wanting to go to MegaCon since over 10 years now. Easily 15 years, as soon as I figured out what MegaCon was. I don't know why it's taking me so long to go to this, because it's really, if you get pre-sale tickets, it's not expensive. And of course, when you wait too long, it does get over $100 for general admission just to get in. I don't know. Time flies, shit happens, life happens. Now I'm finally doing it. It took me almost just as long to go to MegaCon, to go to the Renaissance Fair that happens in my county once a year. Finally went to that, and out of the whole experience that I had, it's maybe 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10 for that. If I have to judge it, which I don't have to, I just choose to, maybe 6 or 7 out of 10 for the Renaissance Fair. I did get some pretty good jam and mustard. I'm not kidding. I really did. Shit is good. Very good. The lady was nice too, so thank you, lady. I wish I knew her name. Yeah, that was a new experience. That was fun to do. Nice and muddy, perfect overcast day. I was prepared for that. But that was all outdoors. This is all indoors. This fucking convention center is going to be huge. Huge. Massive. And my feet are going to be fucking killing me because I know I will be wearing my Converse shoes for sure. I'm going to try to dress comfortably, preferably in a tank top. I don't know if I'll be wearing my bandana. I might just not wear anything on top of my head because my head's going to want to breathe and it's going to get really, really hot and sweaty there. Maybe not as bad as I'm thinking, but there's going to be some, most likely elbow to elbow type traffic there, especially if you're waiting in line for certain panels to open up or some event going on. Like I said, it's like a theme park. You just got to know the specific places you want to go to. You treat it like that, and then you just go from there. And then everything in between. I'm hoping to get excited. I'm going to be excited, of course. I'm hoping, what I meant to say was, I'm hoping to talk to a lot of new people, some cool, voice actors, comic book writers and stuff, because not everybody's going to be getting the same attention as the top tier dogs, whatever you want to call it, of their craft. And I'm hoping to meet those people. It'd be great to get in touch. Maybe I'll meet the girl of my dreams there, the cosplayer of my dreams, or I don't know. Maybe I'll get some nookie bathroom stall fucking the shit out of a cosplayer as Sylvanas Windrunner, or I don't know, Jaina Proudmoore. Wouldn't that be great? Yeah, I'm just playing with you guys. But wouldn't it be great? I asked you this. Wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be nice? But yeah, MegaCon, I'm excited. If you have been to MegaCon, let me know. Or Comic-Con or any really big, like Dragon Con, big conventions, let me know. I like to know. I haven't even looked at the event list. I might just see people that I wouldn't even expect to see. Maybe I'll see game developers. Maybe I'll see the new video games or stuff being displayed. It's a comic convention. There's plenty of comic book games or licensed titles out there, or publishers that are famous for making that help fund video games that have nothing to do with comics. Like Mortal Kombat is Warner Brothers published, right? I might see something Mortal Kombat related there. I might see Ed Boon for all I fucking know. I might see Hayden Christensen walk around with his lightsaber penis out. I don't know. Sword fighting Obi-Wan Kenobi. Who knows? Who knows? I might see some famous celebrities. Well, not famous, like YouTubers that I know. Who knows? I might see somebody. I bet you anything there's people around the world that fly to this convention for this shit because they have to. They have to make a presence. They have to live up to their name. Now, let me ask you this. You know how I mentioned how I was doing a comic book series with my buddy and we're doing this trip is mainly just like research purposes, et cetera, et cetera. Well, our big goal is once we get a solid foundation, at least something concrete to show off to the world when we're feeling ready and this can actually hook you in. We plan, the end game goal, folks, is to get a booth at MegaCon and advertise it. Of course, you want to start small and go to regular conventions and stuff and get that type of heat going and that population and all that, have all the memorabilia merchandising and showing them that you have something finished, something concrete, and something that people can be like, that sounds really cool. I'm totally fucking into that. That's what our end game goal is to have enough stuff to show off to the world. And I would love that. I think that'd be fun. Who knows? I might, at this point, I've submitted my book, my manuscript, my book that I've worked on since 2013. I finished in 2020. I can't afford an editor. So nowadays I've been submitting to big publishers to pray to the gods that they give the book a chance. Maybe they'll like it or not. And I hope to get it edited and published or whatever. Something. I wish I could afford an editor because I wouldn't mind self-publishing, as difficult as it sounds. I don't care. I can make it happen. I can bring this material to the booth with the comic books. The more the better. The more stuff I have to offer, the more people will be interested in me. And I plan on having 2 hot babe models for our comic book series to advertise the t-shirts and stuff. Trust me, this is going to be cool. We're going to go, I wouldn't say full retard on this, but we're going to be pretty close. We're going to be trying to give you a lot of bang for your buck for your visit at the convention. So, updates, maybe I'll plan updates to talk about in the podcast, maybe. I don't know. This is all just spur of the moment that I'm discussing. This is all just hearsay for the time being. But hey, we're getting stuff done. Comic book series that I'm talking about, I can't say the name for. You know, got the story down, the characters and all that. Now it's just the doing the storyboard paneling and stuff. I got the storyboard done. I just have it. I have written out and how the scenes play out, like choreographed, but I don't have the panels drawn or anything because I'm terrible at sketching and everything. So, you know, we have an illustrator right now that's working very hard on getting that done. So once that's done, once we have a skeleton, the foundation of something to advertise, something to bring about, something to show you, to give you an idea of what this is going to be about, that's when we know it's going to be fun. I know this for a fact. People are going to be interested in this, and we tie it to MegaCon because that's the end game. That's the end goal. And this Saturday, going to this is going to really open our eyes and broaden our horizons and expectations on how this shit goes down. Because everybody, all those people that we're going to see that have taken up booths, they all started from somewhere, and they know exactly what we're going through. And but I don't think they have herpes like me. Man, I'll have my herpes cream at that point. Rub it all over my body. Maybe I'll get one of those hot cosplayers that rub herpes cream all over me, and I'll be good to go. Get a picture, and then I'll get arrested because they'll be like, "Ew, arrest this human. He's gross. His herpes on him." Yeah. But I'm distracted from the real point. Herpes is bad. So that's my MegaCon thing. I think it'd be a good idea for a podcast episode to include the subject of like, hey, my experience with MegaCon. Was it good or was it shit? There's going to be a lot to talk about. That would be really fun to discuss. I know I mentioned that I would talk about nothing and whatever comes to my mind, but that's just how it is. I'm pretty much talking about nothing as it is, folks. I try not to lie to you about this. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below if you've been to a big convention and how was your experience and all that. I love to hear your thoughts and prayers about Jesus. No, I'm just kidding. Just thoughts and any pro tips. Hopefully this will be out by the time, let's see, MegaCon's in 2 days. I should be able to get this up tomorrow, no problem. Oh geez, what else is happening? Japan comic book convention. Well, oh geez, well, there's really nothing else. I mean, I've been. That's a lie. I know I was not supposed to think too much on it, but man, I can't help it. I've been structuring the NIKO Show like this for a while. You know what? Like, if I want to talk about my channel, since I'm talking about NikoTheLegend, I don't know what it is. I don't know if you guys. I don't know how I still retain over 1,000 subs. Nobody that has subscribed to my channel talks to me over the past years or anything. And it's really wild and crazy. I have a lot of dead subscribers, inactive subs on my channel. I really do. And it's really depressing. And I'm talking about you. If you're finally listening to this, if you're giving me the light of day, yeah. What the fuck? What's your problem? But hey, if you're a reoccurring NIKO guy and you like what I do, hey, I appreciate it. Hi, hello. Do you have a daughter? Is she hot? In her like late 20s? Hello? Single? I'll show you my Tinder profile. I don't have one. I used to have one. I used to have one again. And then I'm like, this doesn't work out at all unless you pay money. That Tinder shit is a scam, by the way. But that could be a different topic for another time, even though this is the place to discuss that topic. But I don't know, man. YouTube for the NikoTheLegend, I guess we'll go down this rabbit hole. Why not? It's just, God, what a shit show. What a shit show of a journey. And I'm not trying to take this shit for granted. Like, I'm grateful for people giving my bitch ass a chance on YouTube and stuff. But at the same time, like, why did you even subscribe if you're not going to just pay your respects, okay? Your sub is dead to me if you're not doing anything. I don't want you in the channel. If that makes sense, like, just don't be a sub dweller and just not ever utilize what I have to offer. I mean, I don't get paid for this shit at all. I could get paid if I had more watch time hours. My watch time hours for the past 3 years has easily been less than 400 hours total. So why that's important, if you want to get monetized for your videos, you have to have over 1,000 subs and you have to have a total of 400 hours of total watch time for the year. I haven't gotten that in a long time because ever since Mass Effect Legendary Edition game, for those of you who are not familiar with it, my channel went to shit. I don't understand why it all went to shit, but I was on my way to 1,000 subs. I had low 900s, like 920 something, and then it's nothing. Absolutely no growth on my channel for literally 2 fucking years. 2 to 3, 2 years. Absolutely horrendous experience. And I can't believe I didn't quit at that point, but I was so fucking hungry to get to that 1,000. I wanted something to happen, and it fucking finally happened last year. And I mean, this is one of the main reasons why I don't care to make videos anymore, because when I did really care, it was working for a time, and now it didn't work, and it stopped working. And because I'm so numb and stagnated from it, I just don't care as much, because that's insanity. Why am I going to put in 110% when I get 0% out of it? I don't get paid. I don't get the retention. I don't get the subscribers. Nobody is winning at this point. Nobody. Not me, you, YouTube with finances, nothing. So I'm only doing the smart thing. I would love to quit this channel. I really would, but somewhere deep in the recesses of my insane mind, I find some joy in how cathartic it is to do something like this, have a podcast, make videos and stuff, because I like being creative. Who knows? I might have a one-hit wonder one of these days. Maybe that's what my channel is only going to be about. I'll get a lucky break. Because I never really actually had a lucky break on this where my video just does so fucking well. I get like 1,000 subs or whatever. Anything. Fucking anything. 20 subs in one night, 30 subs. You know, I've never gotten just 10 subs overnight. The most I've gotten overnight is 5. How fucking sad is that? Yeah. I know. I'm not trying to take this shit for granted, but my God, there's a reason YouTube does not like me. I've been trying to do what YouTube's been wanting me to do for so long, and I know there's new ways to get noticed on YouTube, but with the algorithm, that's the fucking word, the algorithm. I was talking about that in the beginning of the channel. I couldn't figure out the word, or beginning of the video. But the algorithm, the fucking algorithm, I just couldn't keep up anymore. YouTube was growing too fast, and I was just getting caught up in the past. And after all that struggle I've been to since 2016, when I was really putting in the effort, when I took a huge long break from YouTube, I only had 2 videos up back in 2008, and I didn't care for YouTube until 2016. I was getting subs slowly but surely. It was progress. I was okay with it. It felt good. Everybody starts off pretty slow at times, and some people grow faster than others, depending on how well the algorithms like you. But I tell you this much, folks, the algorithm never liked me to begin with. I could just feel it. I could just tell this fucking AI bullshit that's just screwing me over. God, I don't mean to keep picking my nose, but it's just itchy. It's tickly. I think I'm dying. It smells like toast. But yeah, so if anybody's hearing this and you're wondering why I've just been posting a video every so often or not doing the podcast anymore, I mean, this is the reason. There hasn't been really any motivation. I should be over over 200 episodes on my podcast, but I'm not. You know, I've tried so many things on my YouTube channel. I've done collaborations. I've had special guests, some really well-known special guests that from their craft, from their industry that they work for. I would make videos that I would do news-related stuff. I would do, like I said, podcast episodes. Skits, let's plays, I mean, all forms of YouTube stuff. I've done it. Top 10s. I've done it. I fucking have done it once or twice on my, whatever. I've done it all. The stuff that was working mainly was the news related stuff about anything Bioware related, video game company, if you're not familiar with, talking about Mass Effect or Dragon Age. And like I said, it just went to shit. And then I tried to find something else that I could talk about that people could like or something. And it has It has come to fruition. I have gotten people that have come to my channel, but it's never the right type of people. And what does that even fucking mean? Well, in the YouTube context, the right people are the ones that are actually there to give my channel a shot. I get the tough crowd, so much so to where this is how the YouTube stats work, the analytics. I will get click impressions, I will get view counts going up, and the trade-off for that's the pros. The cons is average time, watch time for video, super low, and no subscribers from it. And then sometimes it's flipped the other way around. High average view duration, I get subs, but not many. And then click for impressions and all that crap, gone. I don't get picked up. So I can't ever get all 4 categories. I can't get all the checkboxes marked. So I get absolutely fucked. I don't get the right viewers. I don't get the right subs. I don't get the right type of audience. Am I getting people that are like from Saudi Arabia that are into fucking the wrestling or something? I don't fucking know. And somehow my stuff gets thrown into their shit, and no wonder people don't like my stuff. Listen, I'm a very unfiltered guy. I never cared about holding up this prestigious prim and proper or character I have to play. I've always been just me. You know, I talk about anything. I don't care. People don't like me. I don't try to suck up to anybody. And I get annoyed by people real easily. The ones that are just like, oh, it's all about positivity and stuff. Fuck you. No, it ain't. This is real life. Your life must really suck to live in that numb, rose-tinted glass world, whatever. That's fucking sad. But I don't think people don't like that type of persona. At least not from me, because I'm a nobody. I'm the little guy, and they just don't give me the light of day. They think I'm some rambling idiot. That's fine. That's fine. But I don't get ever any constructive criticism on my channel of, hey, I like this part of your video, but you can do a little better on this and stuff. Hey, can you talk more about this? I don't get any of that. Any of that. So why in the fuck would I care, right? Oh, go by the analytics, Nico. It's ones and zeros. It's an inorganic fucking system. It's telling me numbers. If I go by the numbers, I'm going to go fucking crazy. I can't always go by the numbers. I have to go with personal experience. I have to talk to people. It's a platform. I want to know the audience. I thought I was doing a great job knowing the audience when I was doing the Mass Effect like Q&As, live streams, coming from behind the curtain, talking to you guys. Just like how I am now, that's how it was. People like that. I was trying to give you a raw, real experience with all the technical difficulties and non-pre-recorded stuff. I felt good on my channel for a long time. I was in a sweet spot and then gone. Absolutely gone. Everyone left me behind. Nobody that I talked to, besides maybe like the 1%, the silent majority give a flying fuck. The silent minority, I should say. Nobody else. Nobody else. Oh, maybe Lilith from Diablo 4. Anyway, now you know where that's going with the YouTube. And it all stems going back to what I said in the beginning of why I'm doing the podcast how it is now. That was my point, just letting you know what's up. And yeah, we're just talking about nothing here. But folks, I think I talked enough. Talked your ear off. The next time I do this, we will talk all about MegaCon and whatever else comes to mind. Wish me luck, because I hope to find something of value of discussion. It will be a learning experience for sure, and I hope it's something that I'll forever remember, hopefully on the good aspect of it all. So, I have been your nose host. I got a nosy host, hosty nose. NikoTheLegend, thank you very much. And I hope to see you again, Pathfinders. I hope to see you again. So, thank you, and bye-bye. And remember, I'm not hiding in your bushes anymore.